Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. So today is a no contact reading. I'm going to ask you to look at it in terms of how your situation resonates. So this is if you're not in contact with your person, if you're in separation, and it could even apply if you're broken up with the person. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to pick an object. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome again. Welcome to the Priestess Sophia. And just a reminder for everyone, here we follow the highest guidance. So that is what is your intuition guiding you. I always work with the intention of channeling the highest guidance for everyone I read for. And what that means is the guidance that enables you to make the decisions that put you on your highest, most divine path that is best for your soul and best for your human. And I do offer private readings. If you are interested in a private reading, do check out the description box. Another way that you can support this channel, which I will appreciate so much, so that you can also support the mission of people being able to follow their guidance and their intuition, is you can subscribe to this channel, and also then remember to turn on notification buttons, and do like this video if it resonates, and share your stories in the comment section below. It really helps me pick up on your energy, and it also enables me to see what it is that you like, what resonates. Do make suggestions for readings in the comment section too. I would love that. And yes, so let's jump into choosing your piles. So pile 1 is this lovely orange heart sticker. Pile 2 is this box of matches with a lion on. Pile 3 is this dental floss, this blue dental floss. That's the front of it. And pile 4 is this silver key. All right. So, beautiful beings, the way I'd suggest that you choose your pile today is to close your eyes and then take a deep breath in and a slow exhale, just arriving back in your body. And then take a moment whilst your eyes are closed to see which object jumps out at you. Is it the heart sticker? Is it the box of matches? Is it the floss? Or is it the key? And if that's not working, which color resonates with you? Is it orange, yellow, blue, or silver? All right, beautiful beings, I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your no contact, in separation, or maybe even broken up reading. So what we're going to be doing is we'll be using your oracle and cards as guidance and advice. And we'll be looking at the tarot. We'll be looking at your person's intentions, their thoughts, and their actions. So their thoughts, intentions, and actions, and then advice at the end for you. So this is your reading if you've chosen the orange heart. And if you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, do check it out in the description box. Alrighty, so I'm going to put your guidance cards to one side. And I'm going to put your heart over here so that we can just clearly see. I'm just going to put it there, who this reading is for. And we're going to start off with the tarot and what your tarot says about what your person is currently thinking. So the highest guidance for pile 1, these great spirits, the highest guidance on what their person, the person that they're in no contact with, is currently thinking. What is this person? What is this person currently thinking around this connection? What is this person currently thinking around this connection? What is this person currently thinking around this connection? All right. What are they thinking? Ooh, okay, so we've got, I'm going to take this one. No. So we've got this card, and this card. So this is what they're currently thinking. So I've got death. We've got 3 of, ooh, wow, sneaky, look at that. It seems like you needed to get 4 cards. And then we have 2 of Pentacles and also 10 of Cups. All right, so you've got the Death card in reverse. You've got 3 of Pentacles over here. And then you've got 2 of Pentacles, ooh, and 10 of Cups. So I already, just by speaking, I can tell you that I feel kind of anxious, to be honest. I'm fine, but I feel sort of anxious. So I wonder if that is a feeling from your person or a feeling from you. I feel that it is definitely more from your person. So you've chosen an orange heart, and orange is the color of the sacral chakra, which is also the inner child chakra. It's also where our creativity sits, and also our relationship to, especially if you resonate with being a woman, or yes, with being a woman, that it's where your sexuality sits. So it's where the feminine sexuality sits. And I'm seeing in this card in particular, in the 3 of Pentacles, that this cloak that this woman is wearing over here, I don't know if it is even a woman, but we're just going to say it's a woman for now, is all in orange. And I've never really noticed that before, with a little bit of blue and pink kind of colors at the back, which I think is quite interesting. So what I do feel here about what your person is, so before I jump into that, excuse me, pile 1, there's just so many things that are coming through, is that what is most important around this is that I think your person feels kind of younger to me, or has a younger kind of energy, or is sort of approaching this connection with a younger sort of energy. And that's why it feels a little, I feel that there might be a little bit of anxiety around it. What I am seeing here about what your person is currently thinking, we've got death in reverse, and then we've got 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. So death in reverse for me means that this person is really struggling is actually thinking about the end of this, but it's almost like I'm thinking about the end of it, but I'm not letting go of the end of this. This isn't the end of this for me. It also feels like there's some sort of transformation happening with your person it's like they're learning about how to communicate and collaborate with other people, how to work with other people. And I don't think that this person is traditionally someone who is very good at that. I feel like coming up with the sacral chakra, that actually as a child, they may have felt that they've had to do a lot of things on their own and sort of needed to step up in a bigger family sort of more responsible role than they would have liked as a child, and take on a lot more responsibility than that was necessary for them as a child. I'm seeing this with the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups over here. And what is happening is there's some sort of transformation about learning how to work with people and how to work within not only a work environment and a group environment, but also in a relationship environment. This person is also resisting that kind of change and transformation that needs to happen. And I think that could be, if you're in no contact with this person, that could have been what has led to this kind of stale, I don't want to call it a stalemate because the energy doesn't feel stale, but the what has led to the no contact situation. For some of you, I think there may have been some sort of separation or ending or even a breakup, but the breakup, it doesn't feel like it is complete yet. There are still some things that need to be looked at, and this is what your person is thinking. So they're thinking about how they can actually juggle and manage their relationships with people, juggle and manage the way that they communicate with people, the way that they interact with people, and their part within in different kind of people group dynamics. They're also thinking a lot about their part in whatever led to no contact with you. I also feel that they're thinking about whether they really actually do do want to put more effort into the situation. I don't know why it's specifically around more effort. If more effort was a problem between the two of you in your relationship, then that's probably definitely what's coming up. But I feel like they're weighing the options into, and it's not options in terms of you and someone else. I feel like it's weighing the options in terms of, do I want to invest more in this? And I feel that what may have been a big thing for this relationship may have been that you wanted commitment, pile one, or wanted to take things further and get a little bit more serious in your relationship. But I'm not sure if your person was really ready for that. And I'm not sure if your person was even really thinking about that. I think your person has probably definitely come from some sort of dysfunctional family situation, definitely around maybe being more of a, since the sacral has to do with emotions, having to carry like a lot of emotional weight in their family, and emotional burdens. And I think that's made them sort of resistant to really wanting to be like a team player. They may present themselves as a team player, but a lot of the time I actually think that they do tend to take on a bit of a loner sort of personality. But there's this very strong desire to be part of something. And I feel like on the mental level, what they're thinking about is a lot of that. Like, what's my role in this relationship? How much do I want to give in this relationship? What's my part in this? What am I going to get out of it too? So there's a lot of weighing, and also a lot of thinking about whether I do even want to get married, whether I do even want to have a family, because I do think that that's very heavily on your person's mind. And pile one, that may have been something that has come up in discussions between the two of you. And I think your person is really thinking very strongly about how they feel about those sort of things. So I'm going to put their feeling cards, their thinking cards over here. Let's ask the tarot what your person is currently feeling. Okay, so what is pile one's person feeling about this no contact situation? What is pile one's person feeling about this no contact situation? Okay, I'm going to take that card and this one. So we've got the Ace of Wands in reversed, we've got the Page of Wands in reversed, and we've got the Hierophant in reversed. So I don't always read reversals. I'm going to ask if I need to. Ace of Wands upright to reversed, reversed. Page of Wands upright to reversed, reversed here. Okay, so they all do need to come up in. So how are they feeling? I feel, and this was the interesting thing, because when I first connected to your reading, pile one, I felt this sort of excitement but anxiousness at the same time, and wanting this newness. You remember pile one? That came out in the beginning. And what I'm feeling with the Ace of Wands in reversed and the Page of Wands in reversed, it's around that. The Page of Wands, we're talking about kind of childlike energy again too. It's this person is thinking about like a new beginning and thinking of approaching you, because Wands is very fast moving energy and Pages often talk about communication. But I feel like because we have the Hierophant in reversed, that commitment issue is really, it's not just something that they're thinking about, but it is something that they're definitely feeling. When it comes to feelings, I feel like this person feels passionately about you, but I also feel that this passion that they feel is not very tempered. This passion needs, I almost want to say it needs a little bit of discipline. It almost comes from, I don't want to say an immature place. I'd rather want to say, I want to say childish. So it's interesting that I want to choose the word childish instead of immature. And I think it's childish because this person has some unmet childhood needs that they actually play out often in their relationships and in their relationship dynamic with you. And because of that, because they on some level, and I feel like this is something they also need to learn, pile one, is to learn how to meet the unmet childhood needs. And I feel like what's happening in this situation with you is that may have been triggered, and their beliefs around what it means to be a grown-up, and their beliefs around what it means to be an adult, and what it means to be in a committed relationship. And that's also influencing their thoughts around this, but definitely obviously their feelings too, because the two are often very strongly related, is that this person is is really struggling with also a lot of is childish in that way, because they're struggling to make sense of of how they feel. I don't think that they've allowed themselves to feel a lot. And I feel like they're resisting to want to really feel truly how they feel about things. Because on some level, because when I see the 10 of Cups and I see the Hierophant here, I almost feel like this person on a higher self level would be a really good husband, wife, a committed partner, and is it on some sort of level they do desire that. But there's some sort of healing that first needs to take place, and is, I feel like, kind of happening right now. Is it happening? No. No. I'm sorry to say that, pile one. It's coming through that it wants to happen. I feel like the universe is pushing your person to do that kind of healing, but I feel that they may be resisting it because there are some difficult. What I see. There's so much coming through. Let me just take a breather. What I see is this sort of on a like a frustrated child acting like a spoiled brat and avoiding taking responsibility. So I also feel, in terms of contacting you, the conversation would really need to be around what your beliefs around a committed relationship is. Like, what does that look like? What do you guys want around making things more serious? And I feel this person is very scared of that. This person is very scared of what that brings out in them. And I feel that the passion goes between wanting to come to you and just say a whole lot of things to you, but also there's a little bit of anger. It's not a lot, but there's some sort of unprocessed anger here. So this person is feeling that they want to come forward, but they're pulling themselves back because of some childishness and some unmet childhood needs and feelings around commitment that they're afraid of, and their own sort of beliefs around it, and that they are sort of resisting. But they want to come free of it, because we do have the Hierophant in reversed. And for me, the Hierophant in reversed is also coming out of old school sort of beliefs and what I've been told around that. So I feel that there's a desire for this person to actually really want to be free, but also on a deeper level, I feel that they are craving a committed partnership, but they haven't examined what is going on within them to be able to really make that decision very clearly. That's quite a lot of information, pile one. Let's see, what are they? So that's what they're feeling. So we've got their thoughts, their feelings. Okay, these are the intentions. Okay, so we've got Page of Wands, the World in reverse, and we've got the Star. I knew the Star was going to come out. So, see, and the Star is coming out in reverse, and the Star talks a lot about self-reflection, right? Self-expression, but also lots of healing and what it is that I want to authentically bring out in the world. And we've got two cards in reverse, both with both nude, right? And nudity for me often represents vulnerability. And we've got another page here. So what I do feel your person's intentions, I think that they for now are just going to keep stalking you. They may already be stalking you online or on your social media. If they aren't doing that, they are sort of, are they asking friends about you? No, but I do feel that there's some sort of energy being put into your sort of energy space, trying to feel out how you're feeling. So if they aren't looking at you online and looking at your statuses and looking at what you've posted on different social media platforms, I do feel that this person is trying to feel into your energy, trying to pick up on what's going on with you. But I feel that for now, this person is going to stay in that space. I don't feel that, at least within the next 3 weeks, that this person is going to reach out. And remember, this is a timeless reading. So at the time that you're watching this, I don't feel that this person is necessarily going to do that. I feel like this person is being asked to look at how they present themselves in the world and how they're showing up in the world, but I feel that they are resisting that quite strongly. I think this person has some growing up to do, to just be honest with you. I feel this person is really afraid of vulnerability and would rather stay stalking and hidden rather than come out into the open and say what they need to say and take ownership of their world and take ownership of their reality and what it is that they truly want to say and what it is that they truly want to express. This person also often gets stuck in the ideas, and I think they're going to get stuck in the mental space for right now and be thinking about what it is that they should be doing. But it's not necessarily going to be fruitful. I feel there's a resistance to wanting to complete some sort of cycle that would be good for them to complete, because it would actually bring them more in alignment with the universe, pile one. But I feel like your person is resisting that very much. Okay, let's see what your person's actions are going to be in the next 3 weeks in terms of contacting you, pile one. What is pile? Okay, so we've got the Emperor. I'm going to put these over here. We've got the Emperor. This came out immediately. We've got the Hangman, and just one more card. Highest, and we've got 9 of Wands in reverse. So the Hangman is in the center of this. So I don't feel that this person is going to make any sort of contact within the next 3 weeks. Like I say, we get the 9 of Wands in reversed, right? And the 9 of Wands in reversed is basically looking at past issues. Looking at past issues, kind of stuck in that space. And I feel that instead of looking at the past, and it's coming right under the Hierophant in the way that I've placed it, instead of looking at the past and looking what sort of lessons the past is teaching this person is going to just actually stay in the space of surrendering to what must come to them. They're not going to take any action in terms of contacting you. I think there's a resistance to looking at the past and learning from the past. I think your person likes to be in control, and I feel that they may even get a little bit of a sense of control of not contacting you, and I think that may be the strategy that they want to take. I feel that there may be a desire for your person to want to wait for you to contact them first, and that is a strategy that they're waiting for. I don't know if in the past that they may, who's been power one or the person. I almost feel like in the past this person was very communicative, and I feel the energy that I'm getting from this when I look at the Emperor and I look at this 9 of Wands in reversed is almost like the person's like, you know what, I always used to contact you. Why aren't you taking the effort? Why aren't you reaching out? I'm expecting you to reach out. So I feel as though that's kind of the strategy that your person wants to move forward with and is going to apply for at least the next 3 weeks. I do feel that your person could still be holding on to a little bit of resentment, which speaks to the anger that I picked up here with the Page of Wands. But there is still a sense of still being in your energy, not allowing the energy actually to flow and things to end, because the world can be a completion of a cycle. So can the Death card be, but they're both coming up in reverse. And I feel that this person is resisting that. This person is also resisting the healing and the lessons that this situation, is presenting them with. But there's a lot going on for them here, and there's a lot that their spirit and their soul actually wants them to get out of this experience, but they're not really allowing themselves to have it. So pile one, I don't think your person is necessarily going to contact you in the next 3 weeks. I feel that they're still a bit stuck in the past, still stuck in anger, not really learning their lessons, and their strategy is to see if you're going to come forward. Let's see what advice we've got. Okay, so the first card is we've got trust your gut feeling. Let your heart lead you to who you are. Very interesting, beautiful beings, because we got heart, funnily enough, and we got feeling. It's a heart, and sacral talk is the chakra talking about feeling. So your advice definitely for you, pile one, is to really pay attention to how does your heart feel. Constantly thinking about this person, the fact that this person hasn't contacted you, I would ask you, is it healthy? Does it feel healthy? Does it feel like the right thing? Let your heart lead you to who you are. All right. Okay, so I'm going to put that over there. That I will say will be your mantra. Let your heart lead you to who you are. What other advice are we getting? Okay, I'm going to put this over here. And I'm just going to move these here. I'm going to just do it. Nah, let's do it like this. Yeah, this was over here. Okay, so we've got the 34. That's the reflections card. We've got exhaustion, divine helpers. That's quite interesting. And we've got finances and career. And we've got esotre, new beginnings in reversed. Okay, so this is very interesting because new beginnings and death. Death after death comes usually one thing dies and another thing grows, right? Or another thing is birthed. And what I did feel about this connection, because we've got the hangman here, we've got death in reverse, and we've got the world in reverse. It's paused. I think I even earlier wanted to say stalemate. So it's not even just pause, it's a stalemate. It's the energy isn't moving. There's not an energy flow that's being allowed here. And I feel by allowing yourself to feel, because what's interesting with your sort of advice, main advice card, your mantra card, and this is, you can see that we've got crystalline structures over here, and we see those crystalline structures falling away. So this reflections card talks about, number one, what I'd say is a lot of what your person is reflecting, it's showing you, is actually a reflection of something within you. And it's not necessarily a direct reflection, but it's relating to something within you too. So what your advice is to actually take a time to sit back and reflect. I'm getting the sense that this has been very emotionally exhausting for you. And I did ask earlier, Pile 1, how has this made you feel, right? How is thinking about this person not contacting you making you feel? And you're really being guided to take a step back, to actually take care of your own needs, take some time to retreat and look at how you feel, and to assess this situation, and to assess whether this situation is in itself healthy for you. We've got finances and career, so it's financial issues are a factor in your life right now. So these are guidance cards. These oracle cards are guidance cards. So what I'm also feeling is that for you, Pile 1, there may actually be a new beginning that you yourself are resisting in your career that is being birthed out of the situation. Whether this person is you've just taken a break from this person or broken up from this person, there's some sort of reason behind this happening, right? You on a subconscious level have called this experience into being. The divine has put it on your path. And I feel like there's a resistance to beginning something new in your finances and career that you are avoiding. Because of maybe putting too much focus on this situation, putting too much of your heart into this situation with this person. I want to read this card. Such a beautiful card. I think it's Yostre, new beginnings, and funnily enough, we've got a 13 there, and 13 in tarot is also the death card. So 13 may be a number of significance to you. If that does resonate, do let me know in the comment section. We've got 4 over here. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So 444 could also be a sign for you in this connection. We've got 3 here. We've got 4 here. So definitely 3s, 4s, 13, and 444, 333 are your guides and spirits actually speaking to you about this connection, Pile 1. So let's read the guidance in the book on this, because I do think there may be a beautiful message for you. And what's beautiful about this deck, and I've said it before, is when you are in alignment with the energy of this card, the card usually comes up upright, but it's come up in reverse, and then it's got a different message, which is to get you in alignment with the energy of the card. So I'm going to read that to you. Look to the potential hidden in promising connections and opportunities. Beautiful, right? The difficulty arises when you think you already know how something will go. You might do something prematurely or miss an amazing experience that's right in front of you because you're looking in another direction. And that's really beautiful, right, Pile 1? We were just talking about how your energy has all been very likely on this situation, on this person, on this no contact, that you're actually missing that hey, I have the time to actually start that side project that I've wanted to start for ages. Maybe you, because we've got blue here, maybe it's in terms of speaking or writing, right? I'm hearing poetry for some reason. I'm hearing about like speaking more openly about certain things, and I feel like the finances and career opportunity very much relates to that, or it really relates to you speaking it into being, whatever opportunity it is that you're not necessarily allowing yourself. All right, let's see what else the book says. The real lesson is not whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so you can experience something new. Life is for learning, and right now, your alignment task is to be with what is. Rest, which is perfect as it is. Look at the lessons in your life. Interesting, we were talking about lessons earlier, and how they are repeating. You will find that when you come to understand them, you will know why your current situation happened. Everything has a purpose for new life. Even disappointments can turn into miracles. Trust that the goddess of the dawn, Iostre, will bring light and hope in your heart for good cause. Even if it's different from what you expect, it's always beautiful. What I find exceptionally beautiful about this reading is we've got the heart here. We had the heart come up here, and we've got the heart mentioned in this message of this card too. So very important is for you, pile one, I do feel that your person is definitely mirroring a lot of stuff that's also going on within you. And it may even the issues that you feel, like if there's a commitment issue that you feel with this relationship, I would advise you to ask yourself, am I being committed to myself in my finances and career the way that I'd like to? Am I being committed to myself in maybe an eating plan that I wanted to start, or an exercise routine? Am I looking after my body? Am I allowing myself to? So where is the commitment that you're searching for in this relationship lacking somewhere in your life? I do feel that an energy flow needs to happen. I see it with the Two of Pentacles here. And if you can start trusting your gut feeling, take that time to reflect on how you feel. Allow what has occurred to dissipate and wash away, and cry if you need to. I do feel like there's a lot of needing to cry here for you, pile two, that I'm sure you're going to cleanse and clear out a lot of things that this connection has brought up in you, and also that this no contact situation has. All right, pile one, that is my reading for you. Please do let me know in the comment section how it resonated for you. And if you haven't yet, remember to please support this channel through liking this video, posting a comment, that would be great. And if you'd like a personal reading, do check out the description box. And pile one, it has been my absolute pleasure and honor. I'm so grateful to have read cards for you today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the box of matches with the lion on, this is your reading. I'm going to put your box over there. These are going to be your oracle guidance cards that we'll look at a little bit later. So that's going to give you advice on your situation. So pile two, if you haven't yet, please support this channel by either liking, leaving a comment, or subscribing. And remember to put on the notification bell so you get notified when I do new readings. It also helps me connect with your energy, so then I can feel in the collective of this group better what I'm reading, right? Like it helps me to feel more into your situation. So please do that. Excuse me. Okay, so I do feel like a lot of messages going to come through for you. For some reason, pile two, I want to use this deck. This was my first tarot deck ever. And for your reading specifically, I just feel really guided to use this deck. I do feel a lot of softer energy coming through. So what we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at your person's thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, and then their actions. And we're looking at sort of in the time frame of within the next 3 weeks of you reading this, of you watching this reading. So in the next 3 weeks of you watching this reading. And remember, it's a timeless reading. So let's just see, what does pile one's person, who they're in no contact with, what is their person thinking? What is pile two's person thinking? What is pile two's person thinking? So while we're drawing some cards for you, pile two, so you've chosen the lion, and there are matches, right? The lion safety matches, and the color is yellow. So we might be dealing with solar plexus issues. So how do you show up in this relationship? Are you allowing yourself to be your 100% authentic self? Are you stepping into your power? Are you afraid to use your voice, or are you using your voice? Are you roaring too much? Are you needing to shout too much? Or are you using your voice in an empowered way where your roar is a roar of this is who I am? Are you shrinking yourself? Those are all sort of questions I feel that are quite important for you to ask in this situation. And how does this connection make you feel, right? Wow. So we've got 2 of cups, 2 of hearts in reverse. Isn't that it's such a beautiful card. I used to love this card when I read this deck. Like 2 of hearts is gorgeous. It's coming up in reverse. We got the moon upright, and then we've got the wheel of fortune in reverse. So let's see. 2 of cups upright or reversed. Upright, it's coming upright. The moon upright or upright. The wheel of fortune upright or reversed. Upright. Wow. So this is very powerful. So what is your person thinking? So I definitely feel that your person feels like this is a soulmate connection. I do feel your person feels very connected to you and is definitely thinking about this relationship. If you have been wondering whether your person is thinking or about this relationship, this person is 100% thinking about you, thinking about your relationship. And in this card we even have the doves. So this, and doves is often for me also a sign of a destined union, divine counterparts, possibly twin flames. Twin flames don't always have to end up together. They're there to activate your true self, just saying, or soulmate. So there's really, the 2 of you are fated to have met. But remember, fated doesn't mean forever, but let's see what the cards say in this no contact situation. I know that we're not there yet, but I feel like depending on the moon cycle, I feel that this person may contact you in the middle of a moon cycle. And the reason I say that is because we've literally got this crescent moon here. And it just feels like within 2 weeks that person may do that. I'd be very interested to see, pile 2, if you've chosen this, to come back and let me know. Did your person contact you within 2 weeks? So there's strong energies here, right? Your person's definitely thinking about this connection, and they're also really assessing how they feel. So what I love about this moon card is we've got this girl over here. I hope you can see that, in a little dog, and she's busy sort of looking up to the stars and the moon and in awe of it. And I feel the energy of this moon is a lot more gentle than the traditional tarot or the Rider-Waite, which is why I think I was guided to take this. And I feel that your person feels, like we've got the Wheel of Fortune, feels very drawn to you, feels as though this was destiny, like meeting you was destiny. And I do feel, because there's such strong emotions here, that is overwhelming for them. And this strong attraction between the 2 of you has drawn in them, pulled out of them a lot of emotions and other subconscious things that they themselves haven't necessarily 100% looked at in a way that is 100% healthy for them. So I feel that they're trying to make sense of things. But I do feel that because we see the clouds here with this moon, that they're parting, that it is sort of that this person is thinking, okay, the things are starting to make a little bit more sense now. There's a lot that's been brought up in this for me, but things are starting to make a lot more sense. Yeah, let's see what else. How is your person feeling? How is pile 2's? Ooh, we got 10 of wands that just came out there. We're just going to note that. Let's see if it pops out again. If it does pop out again, we know for sure that it needed to be there. Okay. How is pile 2's person feeling? How is pile 2's person feeling? How is pile 2's? Okay, I'm going to take that card. I'm going to take this card. And I want to take this card. Okay. So we've got 9 of Wands. We had 10 of Wands come out earlier, remember? And then we've got 9 of Swords. Wow. So what your person is thinking and what they're feeling, we've got 2 very different things going. Well, I wouldn't say different, but it's giving us a little bit more insight into what's going on deeper. So we have the moon here in the center, and we have 4 of Wands here. So is this upright or reversed? Upright. Okay. And 9 of Wands, upright or reversed? Upright, upright. So all of these need to be upright. So we've got a 9 here, and we've got a 9 here. And we have the Wheel of Fortune here. And then we have 1 and 8, and that all adds up to a 9. So 9s may be quite significant. So there's a big cycle that is closing out for your person here, which is why this is feels like such a strong connection between the 2 of you. I can definitely say that the 2 of you were to meet for much bigger lessons. And I do think it very much relates to who you are as individuals. Who am I as a whole individual? Because you did choose lion matches, right? We've got the lion, we've got the solar plexus. And I think right now, the way that your person is feeling is I feel a lot of stress. I feel a lot of, but I'm trying to manage it, right? Because we've got this 4 of Wands in the beginning, in the middle. I'm trying to manage my overthinking. I'm trying to manage the sort of exhaustion that I feel in myself. I'm trying to manage these heavy emotions that I haven't really looked at in my life that are coming up for me. And I feel that your person is trying to make sense of them and is trying to heal those emotions. That's why when the clouds were moving away from the moon, that popped out. But I do feel that if you can see over here with this 4 of Swords card, this Buddha is sitting in deep meditation. And if we look at this 9 of Wands, this person is trying to think of a plan to make a plan of action, right? What kind of action to take. It's got to act. We've got the arrows and we've got the wands at the back. So it really looks like they're moving forward in a specific way. So the way that they're feeling, I feel like your person is channeling their feelings in a way where they're trying to make sense of it. This might be someone who really likes to be sure of themselves before they make a step. And I feel when I look at what they're thinking and what they're feeling, that we got such strong thinking thoughts. It's that they like to channel their emotions. They like to be sure of something. They feel stronger in their mental space than they do in their emotional space. Yes, I feel like I want to draw a bit of a clarifier. How is pile 2's person feeling? How is pile 2's? Okay. Yeah, so we got Ace of Hearts, right? Yeah, I needed to draw a clarifier because I was trying to make sense. Why do we have such strong thinking feelings? But when it comes when it comes to the feelings are yes. Okay, so what I do feel is that there are older emotions that don't necessarily have to do with you, pile 2, that have been brought about in this connection, that this person is trying to process and make sense of. Do I think they're 100% aware that it has not to do with you? No. But I do feel that there's a newness coming out of it. Look at this beautiful Ace of Cups, beautiful Ace of Hearts. It's like a new heart sort of being born from this. But this process is taking time, and like new romance that wants to come out of this and blossom out of this space, pile 2. And I feel this person definitely does. Yeah, I feel like they want to take a step towards you, but they want to be 100% sure. And I feel that the emotional space right now is is wanting to do that, but because there are these older kind of fears around even acting on their emotions, so they might even be really feeling like, oh my word, I'm actually feeling such a new and freshness about this person. That's also what it could be, right? Yes, that feels more like what it is. I feel this newness and freshness around this person, but because that is happening, it's giving me this anxiety. I can see, I can think and know that that's kind of what's happening. I know this is big. This is a big thing for me. So I want to be sure. I want to take my time. So that's how your person is feeling. Pile 2. Let's see what the intentions are in terms of the action steps that they are going to take to their intentions. What do they intend doing? And then we're going to see what they're actually going to do within the next 3 weeks. What intentions does pile 2's person? Okay, we've got 6 of Wands. Reversed, we've got 5 of Wands. And let's see, we've got the Devil. Okay. Clarify for the Devil. Wow, that came out quite quick. So we've got Page of Wands. So what I'm hearing when I look at these cards, funnily enough, is I feel that this person might project quite a bit. And it's a very interesting reading. Like, this person actually might project quite a bit. And they're learning how to get out of that space. So there's a lot of internal conflict going on for them at this moment. Internal conflict that they're, because we could see here 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, right? That they're still trying to make sense of. And I think right now that's actually affecting how they show up in the world and how they actually communicate. I feel like this person is not going to be very successful at, so it's upright or, yeah, because 6 of Wands is victory, and then we've got the Devil, and we've got 5 of Wands in the middle. So I almost feel that this person is going to go to sort of old habits to deal with the whatever they're feeling here. It's like a lot of beautiful feelings, but then a lot of older feelings, and it's like I actually want to be with this person, and there's a vulnerability and a sensitivity that I'm feeling coming up out of me, but that freaks me. It scares me so much. It freaks me the fuck out. And I'm afraid to actually admit that to myself. So I'm going to take the stance where I'm going to go into old patterns of behavior. I feel this person might actually reach out to you, maybe even sooner than 2 weeks, but probably within 2 weeks. And I don't think the communication is going to be very meaningful. I don't feel like it is going to be satisfying in the way that you'd want. I feel like this person might be petty and might even project any sort of hurtful feelings that haven't been dealt with internally for themselves. And I feel that these are feelings that they might have even blamed on the situation between the two of you, that they might then project out on you. That's in their communication. If that's not what this person does, this person is going to act like everything is fine, but there's a lot of internal conflict that they're avoiding dealing with around sort of bad habits and behaviors that they're not willing to admit to themselves. And I think that's why we were getting this conflict in how they see things and how they think about things and what they're allowing themselves to feel. So their intentions right now is to not really deal with things, is to just trying to have a fun approach, go in, be very superficial, possibly get into drinking, partying, maybe even some sort of fighting, conflicting sort of behaviors, projecting behaviors. They're not going to take responsibility right now of their behavior, pile 2. So if you're hoping for that, I'm sorry to say, but that's what I'm seeing in the cards. Let's see what actions they're going to take within the next 3 weeks. So their intentions aren't to really take responsibility. I don't think that's necessarily a conscious thing. I think the intentions are, I'm going to have fun. That's the intention. I'm going to have fun. So if this is someone who is feeling strong, who's had strong feelings triggered within them, both love and romantic feelings for you, while at the same time strong feelings of things that they need to deal with from past stuff that they haven't dealt with. They're going to ignore it and they're going to choose the fun ride. That's what it feels like. Okay. So yes, a fated connection, but a connection that's pushing probably you too, pile one, to grow, to push you out of cycles. Okay, so what are the actions? 7 of Wands. We got the Hangman. Why we had the Hangman in pile 1 too, there might be a message for you. And we got the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. So again, I feel this person within the next 3 weeks, I felt like they're going to contact you. So yes, do feel if they do contact you, it's not going to really be anything meaningful. It might be a lot of projection sort of messages, maybe even picking up arguments. Let's see. What is the Hangman saying here? Because I'm being told to look at this Hangman again. Eight of Pentacles, upright to reverse. And I want another card for the 7 of Wands. Okay, we got the Lovers and the 10 of Pentacles coming out. Shoo. I want to say I almost feel like your person... Ooh. What am I getting? So look at this. We've got the Lovers and we've got the 10 of Pentacles. And we literally have these 2 beautiful lovers there in the center. And then we see those 2 lovers at the bottom. And this is what your person's intentions are. And we've got the 2 of Hearts here, the 2 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. I think your person feels and knows this. Like on a deeper level, this connection is real. It's not a joke. And this is why when I looked at the Hangman here, I was like, maybe the Hangman here means something different to the Hangman in pile 1, and it definitely is. I feel that within the next 3 weeks, that your person is going to come through with more meaningful communication. So there might be some pettiness first. And I feel like maybe that is what Spirit is trying to tell you, is that there will be some pettiness first. And that's usually because there's some sort of stuff that this person is still working through and kind of needs to vent and get out. Doesn't mean they must take it out on you, pile 2, just to be clear on that. But there's some superficial stuff that needs to be dealt with first. But I feel that this person... their actions are that they want to come up and they want to fight for you. They're willing to put in the work. And I feel that that's the kind of communication that they want to come through, because I feel that they want to make the decision to build something long-term with you, to be in a more stable relationship with you. I feel that came through very strongly. That's what they're thinking, but the emotions that they're feeling is kind of what's causing them the conflict here. And I feel that your person, like I said earlier, they do really need to be sure about something before they make the step towards you. And I feel that that's what your person wants to do. They want to be sure. They want to be really, really sure, pile 2. So don't be too hasty with this. The Hangman's coming here, like just wait a little bit. Just both of you need to work a little on your communication skills, I feel like. I feel that's why in the beginning we asked, it's the lion roaring too much? Is he roaring too little? So I would ask you, where are you saying things? Are they the right time to say the things that you're saying? Are you even speaking to yourself in the right way about this connection? Are you... Who are you saying what to about this connection? Rather take the time to think about that. Think about the details of this. Your person wants to do that too, and see then how you would like to move forward. Because I do feel you and your person might have a little bit of pettiness to kind of work through, some old sort of issues, old emotions, specifically coming from your person as well. But once that's been worked through, I do think that this person wants to come through with not, oh, let's get married in 6 months kind of communication, but like, I'm actually serious about you. I feel really drawn to you. I care about you. And I do want to put in the work. And I do want to see what I can do to make this relationship better. That's what I feel like your person wants to say. Okay, let's see what your advice card is. So we've got, do not be frustrated. Pile 2. I'm excited because we literally just spoke about like patience, right? Let go and feel peaceful. So that's the card. Do have a look at that. And look at this lovely angel and star there. So it's really, that would be your mantra. Do not be frustrated. Let go and feel peaceful. Let go and feel peaceful. So pile 2, for me, what I feel that you're being guided is to go, but be patient with this. Don't let your own roar, your own lion roar and put too additional unnecessary like extra into this. Not saying that you are, but just be mindful of that. Okay, we've also got one, oh, this is so beautiful because we just spoke about this angel here on the side. And this is the guardian angel card, right? This is from Cheryl Lee Harnish's deck, Divine Guidance. I really love that deck. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We've also got New Beginnings. Ooh, wow. Beautiful. So we've got that as a 1, and we've got New Beginnings, Divine Father. And then we've got Free Yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And we've got Epona, which is Wise Leadership. Okay, so these are your advice cards. I'm going to read from the Goddess Power Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, the message from this. And she's got 2 messages. If the card's in reverse, then you're out of alignment with the energy of the goddess. If it's upright, you're in alignment with it, and this card came up upright. So what I do feel is that there is a potential for a beautiful, you are being guided in this situation, okay? I just want you to see all this guidance here. We have this angel here. We've got New Beginnings. You see that hand pushing this person through the door. And then this is the guardian angel card, literally, right? And we had Ace of Hearts here too. And we spoke about closing of cycles with the Wheel of Fortune, right? And we also spoke about, we've got the lovers, right? And 2 of Hearts. So the thing about divine connections and soulmates, and if it's meant to be, if it's fated, right? It's fated, which means that you are going to be pushed in the right way regarding this connection. And that is what's important for you to understand. For some of you, and this didn't come through earlier, for some of you, because I know this can happen sometimes, is this relationship. This is not for everybody. For some of you, this relationship is the like push into the absolute beautiful divine union. Look at that. 2 of Hearts, the lovers, 10 of Pentacles, right? Like that fated, I mean, dude, even the Ace of Cups as well, Ace of Hearts. So what I'm feeling is that what's very important here is for both of you, which was the older feeling, the feelings that's coming up. It's like, yeah, you've got Free Yourself too, is to really trust that whatever is going on here in this no contact situation with this person, it's either that this person is, like I said, this person wants to come back and say, dude, I want to be with you. These are things we need to work through. But for some of you, this relationship is the vehicle towards that beautiful union that we spoke about with the 2 of Hearts, the lovers, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Hearts. For others of you, it is with this person, but you should let go of your frustrations, allow things to flow, and allow whatever sort of a conflict or issues that need to be worked through to be cleared, and work through that in a way where you don't get stuck in the frustration, where you don't get stuck in to clear it out. How are you communicating with one another? You can also pray. I feel like I want to say pray over this connection. Ask for guidance around it. So you've got Epona, Wise Leadership. Let's see what this book has to say about that card. Alrighty. Stepping into the world with a sense of surety and positive self-worth is what's called for now. So no getting stuck in negative thinking or negative thoughts or old feelings. If you're feeling those things, accept them. allow them to be, but don't feed them, because we can sometimes indulge ourselves in our negativity. Feeling your feelings doesn't mean you indulge yourself in it. It means you recognize it, you hold it in love, and you allow it to be what it needs to be. But that doesn't mean that your world comes crashing down, or because you had a negative feeling that your world is over. It's very natural, very normal to feel negative things. It's just when we don't allow ourselves to feel our feelings that they overwhelm us. Epona, the Celtic or Roman horse goddess of leadership and guidance. Isn't that lovely? We got guidance here, we got guidance here, we got the angel here. Offers you her wisdom. Know that you have what it takes to heed it. You can do anything you place your attention on, and you'll find it easy to accomplish what's needed for your intentions to take form. Whether you are aware of this or not, the way you manage your accomplishments and even the way you handle failures and losses is modeling the way forward for others. So this was what was really beautiful and is coming through so beautifully in this guidance for you in this no contact situation. And when you do communicate with this person, pile 2, is how are you guys speaking to one another? Are you coming from a place of peace where you're looking at the long term, where you're like, okay, I want this relationship to work? Are you looking at speaking in a way where it's like you're speaking with someone who you see as your partner, as your equal? Or are you speaking to them like a child? Or are they speaking to you like a child? You know, can we clear out the old and focus on communicating with one another for what it is that we wish to gain and wish to create out of this connection? Whether you are aware of this or not, the way you manage your accomplishments and even the way you handle failures and losses is modeling the way forward for others. There is a wisdom growing within you. Being true to who you are and placing integrity and humility equal to enthusiasm makes you a wise leader indeed, one that the goddess Epona is so proud of. So beautiful beings, free yourself from any sort of past ideas or sort of maybe even habits and ways of communicating that has been in this relationship, and see where you do want to put your energy on. You are being divinely guided, and trust for those of you who feel that this is your person and your person is coming through and they want to say, look, I'm serious about you. For those of you who are like, I'm not so sure, do know that either way, whoever is with pile 2, that beautiful love, long-term soulmate relationship, it's coming. It's nearly there. I can feel it. It's so close. So pile 2, what a beautiful reading. I'm super excited for you. Please let me know in the comment section how this made you feel. Tell me which message stood out the most for you, because sometimes not all the messages in the reading are for you, but could just be one line, one thing that I say that really clicks something in you. Let me know what that is. I'd love to know. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, do check that out in the description box. And if you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe. And yes, pile 2, it's been an absolute honor reading your cards today, and I'm sending you so much love and blessings, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Oops, this is your reading if you chose the dental floss. I know, quite an interesting object. I've got a lot of channeled messages that are coming through for that, but we'll get to that in a second. These are your oracle cards, which we're going to use for guidance and advice for you at the end of the reading. I'm going to put them over here on the side. We're going to work with the tarot. We're going to look at your person's thoughts, their intentions, their feelings, and their actions within the next 3 weeks kind of time frame. This is a timeless reading. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Here at the Priestess Sophia, we are all about you following your own intuition, your own guidance. When you're watching tarot readings, you do automatically also allow yourself to step more into the intuitive space. And I am feeling that those who chose pile 3 are more of the intuitive kind of pile. Here we have our HSPs, our empaths, and our highly intuitive, I feel also very spiritual people, but mostly sensitive. So I'm feeling more like what's more important here is HSP Definitely also moving into a higher plane. So people that are really focused on moving into higher realms, higher planes of existence, because blue is that color for me right now. Also people who do maybe need to work a little bit on expressing their truth. People who also may have some sort of royal affiliations. I don't know why that's coming through quite strongly, but some royalty in your ancestral line. If that's the case, there are some of you who have ancestors who are very like strong ancestral guidance. Some of you may also be drawn to ancestral healing. So these are all the messages that are coming through for pile 3. I do feel that you need to honor your sensitivity as much as possible. And your sensitivity, I'm so sorry, if there's welding coming across my neighbor's an artist. He's actually an internationally renowned artist, really well known in South Africa. And he has a big blue house, so I'm busy talking about that too now. They're busy doing some artwork, so if that does come through on the camera, I'm sorry about that. But this group might also be very sensitive to creative energy, and also very just need to be very creative. What I wanted to say earlier is your sensitivity is something that's been inherited, and it is something that is also in the bloodline. You may also have problems with your teeth, and if you do have problems with your teeth, sensitive teeth in pile 3, I would say that's because I'd be asking, are you honoring your sensitivity, and are you paying attention to what your intuition is telling you about the people that you're around? Because I do feel that this pile needs to be particularly wary of that. All right, let's see. After all of those messages, S is a letter that's coming through, D as well, and P and U. So that may resonate. Let's see what we've got going on here. Okay, so here we go. What's your person thinking? Lovers in the middle, and we've got the Hermit. All right. What is your person thinking? Upright to reversed. Okay, so we've got upright to reversed, upright. Okay, so, well, your person is very much thinking about approaching you. And it is a tricky situation for them. They're definitely going inward. And we did talk a lot about very intuitive, but it seems like your person is like that too. And I think they're trying to set aside, I feel that the person that you're involved with is a good-natured, good-hearted soul. And I do feel that this person has very good intentions as well. So if you've been worried about that, I do just want to confirm that I do feel that this person has good intentions. And I feel that this person wants to make the decision that is best for them, but it is also a decision that is coming from a really good place and a decision that is informed. I feel that your person is thinking quite heavily about how God works too, how God has influenced this connection, and what that means for them and their spiritual development and their soul growth. I'm also feeling that for your person, this doesn't feel like a logical decision. I feel like they're feeling that they have to make this decision with their whole soul, and they want to make it with their whole soul. And that is mostly what is on their mind at the moment, is being able to make this decision from a very strong, spiritually sound space. That is really what I'm feeling here. And they're using their intuition quite strongly and allowing, I feel very much also allowing their heart to guide them. And when I say heart, I don't mean the emotions. I mean the guidance of the heart in terms of the heart space being this sort of like the seat of the soul in a way. So I feel like that's what it feels like. I feel this person is taking a very measured approach to how they're thinking about things, but they really are thinking deeply, deeply, deeply about you. And it's complex for them. They're looking at all the complexities around this, but also trying to keep it simple and not get too wrapped up in the thinking around things. So it's really feeling and sensing too. That's very lovely energy coming from your person, pile 3. I wonder who you're dating or who this person is. What's going on? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to know what's going on, pile 3. What's going on? Tell me. Okay, so we got death in the middle. So this is how they are feeling. How are they feeling? Okay, so we got Page of Cups and Death. How is pile 3's person feeling? Okay, and we got 5 of Wands in reverse and 2 of Wands in reverse. I feel that your person wants to come and come with an offer, because we do have that was the I don't know if Page of Cups came, Death came first. So we had, so yeah, okay. So I feel your person wants to come with an offer. We've got 5 of Wands coming up in reverse, and does this need, it needs to be in reverse. 2 of Wands, upright or reverse? Upright. Okay. So what I feel here is, pile 2, is that your person wants to bring an end to this no contact situation. That's what it feels like. This person wants to go like, okay, I want to talk to you, and I want to say how I feel. I want to tell you how I feel. And I feel like this person wants to go, hey, let's, like, I'm seeing like a walk on the beach or on a promenade, or, you know, somewhere where you could walk and there'd be people, but it's peaceful and it's nice. And I almost feel like you're going to be having ice cream together. Let me know in the comment section if you do. If you also have a significant memory with this person where that's what the two of you have done together, like walk on the beach and eat ice cream, and you kind of fell in love in that space, that person is really feeling those kind of feelings about you right now too. It's coming through really strongly. So I feel this person wants to bring an end. Out of all the piles, I must say, pile 3, this is feeling the clearest, cleanest kind of energy in terms of your person's intentions and where they're going and how they're approaching things. I feel they want to bring an end. They want to bring an end to this no contact situation, and they want to invite you out maybe for that ice cream date on the beach. And I feel they want to talk. I don't feel they're going to lay all their cards on the table, but I do feel that there's an invitation to want to go like, okay, talk about feelings, because we got the Page of Cups here. But it's going to be like small first, but it's pure. You can trust it. You know, I feel like you can trust it. And I feel that they want to reach an end of what sort of internal conflict they were having. And if the two of you were fighting, I feel they want to bring an end to that too. And they want to be clear about the decision and come to you with clarity. I feel they want to come to you and go like, boom, pile 3, this is the decision I've made. This is what I want to say to you. And this is how I want to move forward. And here's my solution. I feel like this person also is very solution oriented. This person also likes to lead, right? And I feel for some of you, this is a very interesting message coming through, is that they may have failed in that space, in leading. And I feel like they want to come up to you and make it right. And I also feel that there may have been a situation where this person was being pulled in a lot of different directions by a lot of different people, and was listening to other people's points of view, and they've now decided, no, I'm not going to do that, which is why we had a lot of this thinking by the self, is I don't want to do that. I want to make a decision that's really right for me. And I feel that if this person was being influenced by what other people were saying, that they're going to come and they're really going to, whatever they're going to say to you, their feeling is going to come from within, from them. That's what I'm feeling for your pile 3 person, which I think is really lovely. Okay, so let's see what your pile 3's person's intentions are. Okay, we got the moon. That's very interesting. Okay, we got the 9 of Wands and the King of Wands, upright or reverse, upright. Okay, I want to know what this moon card is about. Okay, so we got King of Pentacles. Okay. And the 9 of Wands. I don't know what that 9 of Wands is about. Do I need to clarify? No. Okay. So, this person is going to want to talk about the intentions are to get clear on the past, right? Because what I'm seeing here is this person is looking, the moon brings what was unseen and undealt with up to the surface. So I think this person is like, look, I'm looking at the past, is looking at the past and trying to make sense of things that didn't really make sense of before. And what's standing out for me here in all of the imagery is like the rod, like holding the rod, being clear. Here's my decision. Even here with the Death card, here with the 2 of Wands, and even the Cups, just the way the holding is standing out for me. And I feel this person wants to, like, here we've got 9 wands and here the king only has 1 wand, right? And this is not for everybody. If this person didn't prioritize you or didn't make you feel like you were important to them, I feel that is their intention. They want to get clear on what happened in the past, where they weren't prioritizing you, where they weren't being clear about their feelings, where they weren't sure about things, where there were disagreements in the past. And I feel like they want to work through all of that. And I feel like they want to stand clear and firm and make passionate decisions about that and take charge around that. I mean, I spoke earlier about leadership, and you have 2 kings coming through, right? King of Pentacles is wanting to really go for stability, provide stability, go more long term. And King of Wands is also a really good friend, but good in terms of community. Is this your person that you're dating might also be a very popular person or a good businessman too. But I feel this person wants to bring a strong, nurturing, masculine energy to this space. I do feel it could be mildly egotistical. That is not for everyone. So do just be wary of that. Do be wary that you don't get overpowered by this person's masculinity, pile 3, because you are sensitive. But but that's not for everyone. I do also feel, because the way I'm seeing it is, because we got King of Pentacles around, like almost the moon and the 9 of Wands, which is sort of vulnerable energies. Like I feel like this person kind of wants to provide a protective cocoon, caring kind of space where the issues and the hurt and the things that haven't been spoken about can really be looked at and addressed. I feel this person cares for you, and they want to show that they care for you in the way that they know how to do it. That's what the intentions are. Okay, so let's see what the actions are. I must say, pile 3, I'm feeling really lovely energy from this reading. So I would really love to know how it resonates with you and what your story is. Like, what is it? What's going on with you? Okay, pile 3, let's see. What is your person's actions within the next 3 weeks? It's timeless reading, but whenever you're watching this, okay, what are the actions within the next 3 weeks? What are the actions? What is pile 3's person's actions? Okay, so we got the Tower in reverse. We got, what else do we have? Ooh, I'm not looking at all of that. I'm going to take this card, the Empress. Ooh, wow, strong energies. And what else? Ooh, okay. Upright or reversed? I'm going to take these cards too. Okay, so what's coming through even stronger now? I know I spoke about priorities and that sort of thing first. Is upright or reversed? Upright. Okay. So there's a lot of messages that are coming through, so I'm going to be clear. So for those of you who haven't been put as a priority, I do feel that your person wants to make the choice to choose you, because I'm reading all of these as one. So I think that that person's intention, like we spoke about earlier, is that protective sort of thing. I think they want to choose you, and I think their action is going to be to heal. I feel like I'm choosing the heart, and I'm going to invest anew. That's what I feel this person is wanting to do. It's like, there was a broken heart, and I want to pick that heart, and I know I didn't pick that heart, and I want to put new into that heart. That's what this is feeling like to me. I feel for some of you that this person may have really made you feel like an option. I'm not really getting third party energy, but I feel that there may be a minute number of you where there is a sort of third party energy. But if it's a third party as another person, I feel that you would definitely be aware of that. And I feel that this person is, if that is the case, is exceptionally sorry about it, and they want to come forward. And when I see the tower like this, a lot of the time, but I'm seeing it next to the Empress. I'm going to tell you what I see when I see that, because there's a very strong desire to be very, I'm just going to say it right now, to be very sexually intimate with you and to make love to you. And they find you incredibly attractive and incredibly appealing. And I do feel that they want to be close to you and in your energy and in your space very much. And I feel that's also why even here the two kings were around here. But what I feel I must say as well while I'm saying all of that, because there's some people where this is going to be very beautiful and positive, and this person is coming through with beautiful energy. There is a minute number of people who are watching this reading, might not be you, where this person I don't think that they are a player, but I want to almost say like they enjoy your sex the best, right? If there is a third party situation, and I feel that they're coming back for that. And what I think you need to be wary of and make sure is that this person is taking care of your heart, and they're not coming back to you because they like your body and they want to feel your body and they want to do stuff to your body. You need to make sure, and we'll see what the guidance cards say, that this person is coming back for the right reasons. That's for a minute number of you, right? But what I will say is, regardless, this person does feel very sexually attracted to you, but it's also your energy, your warmth, your nurturing. And I think they may also want to surprise you with, their actions are that they're going to surprise you with a nurturing energy that they want to come through with. But like I said, it's going to start off small. And it is good that it starts off small, because that's going to give you the opportunity to also make decisions that are in alignment with you. Okay, let's see what your guidance cards say, pile 3. Okay, we've got drunk with love. Ooh. Let love lift you to freedom. Look at this card. Okay, so, okay. I don't know. I feel like that almost says for the majority of you, which was what I was feeling about, that this person feels strongly for you, wants to protect you. Really, this person loves you, wants to come forward with a love offer. It's going to be small first. But we got let love lift you to freedom. So it's connecting with that energy of love for you, pile 3, and what that feels like for you. Make sure that your heart, you're listening to what your heart's saying, okay? And that's not your emotions. I mean, people always get this wrong. I've been reading so many posts online about how people talk about, sorry, not to my camera, people talking about, no, you can't listen to your heart because it's all your feelings. No, feelings can sit anywhere in the body. Your heart is about listening. It takes practice to really listen to it, but it will guide you in the way that's the highest for your soul and your person. Sometimes it's going to lead you to things that will hurt you. It will, sometimes. But sometimes hurt can be healing, because there's maybe some lessons that need to be learned, things that need to be cracked open. Doesn't mean you need to choose hurt consciously, or that you doesn't mean you need to choose hurt. That's not what I'm saying. But I think you people will understand what I'm saying. Okay, let's see what else. Ooh, we're just talking about the heart. No. We're literally talking about the heart. Look at this. Come on. You cannot make this stuff up. I was going on about make sure you're listening to your heart. Here we go. We're talking about drunk with love. Look at this. Your advice is to really trust love in this situation. Trust the love in this situation. Wow. I mean, come on. Okay, these things are all becoming a problem here because I'm getting too excited. Okay. So we've got, let's just move these people over here. You'll be there. Let's put your guidance here. Okay, we've got shadow, divine healers. Interesting. And here, not to mention again, we've got the heart coming through again. Okay. And then we've got no soulmates. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. And then we got Bekati, the in-between. Okay, which is interesting because we have shadow there too. So suck your toe all the way to Mexico. When you're there, brush your hair and don't forget your underwear. What is the guidance here? Okay, so there may be shadow aspects that have come up in this relationship for you. And it's made it hard for you to make a decision because Bekati is about, I don't even know how you say her name. I'm just saying it the way that I say it. Is that may have made you doubt this connection. And because you're a sensitive person and probably very spiritual, because even if we look here, this card is all like violet actually, and it's the third eye chakra, and this is like kind of purple and pink, right? Is to really listen now again to the intuitive guidance of your heart that's coming through. Not necessarily, I almost want to say it's not even to your intuition. It's like, what does your heart want? How is your heart being fed in this situation? Is your heart being fed in this situation? This, I'm going to read the Goddess Oracle, the Goddess Power Oracle from the Goddess Power Oracle guidebook. This has come up in the upright. Usually if it's in the reversed, then it means that you're not necessarily in alignment with the energy of the goddess. Let's see what this goddess says. But I feel like I've been saying the whole time, Pal 3, your guidance here is when it comes to your shadow, is it projection? Is it, I feel, this is what it is. I feel like maybe because we have the 7 of Cups here too, which speaks to this goddess, the Bekati, because she's the in-between, right? And this is about being choosing, being able to choose. And we spoke a lot about priorities as well. I feel there's a tendency for you, Pile 3, because you're sensitive to feel, but not be decisive. And now you're being guided to listen to your heart and let love guide you and be decisive on what love guides you. Yeah, that's your guidance. Okay, 20. You are standing in the liminal spaces between what was and what will be, who you have been and who you are becoming. The Greek goddess of crossroads and the in-between, Hecate, welcomes you to her domain and reminds you that neither place is your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose the direction of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Now is not the time for hasty action or stubbornness, but a fierce self-inventory. Bless the past for what it has provided and release all attachments to the stories of what was. Now is the time to understand the responsibilities required of you as you move forward into a new version of yourself that is yet unformed. Which is really lovely, right? Because I do feel that your person's intentions, this whole no contact period, just as much as it's for your person was looking at the past like we had here and looking at what was vulnerable and looking at old things, but then actually going, you know what, I'm going to be decisive about this. I'm going to look at these things, and I'm going to look at what I need to learn, and I'm going to take action on it. You're also being guided to do the same. Okay, who do you want to become? What kind of life are you prepared to live? And how will you wisely yield your power to co-create a new world beneficial for others, not just yourself? You have the magic of Hecate pulsing through you and calling you to answer. Say yes and step into the unknown to discover what is not yet manifest. As soon as you do, the goddess Hecate will bring her eternal torch to light your way. That's a very beautiful message. So pile 3, I don't really feel like I have anything more to say, but I do feel that there's a collective message coming through, and that's for everybody who is choosing this reading, but specifically for this pile, is to whatever this no contact pause space is, it's really asking you to step deeper into your heart, to step deeper into your soul, and use this time apart from your person to allow love's guidance to lead you the way that you want. You're a loving, sensitive, beautiful, intuitive being, and love is the highest force that you can work with. Do not doubt that for a second. Love is from you. It is existing in you. It wants to come from you. And the more that you can tap into that energy, the more you are going to draw in to your space the people, the things, the places that you need to. The more you can tap into that energy, beautiful being, the more you can create from that energy. Do not be afraid to make decisions based on love. Yes. That feels so strong. So, pile 3, if you haven't yet, like this channel, please. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the High Priestess Sophia. I'd appreciate your support. Let's grow the message of following your highest guidance, which is your intuition, right? What does your soul want to teach you? You know, make mates with your soul. And if you'd like a private reading with me where I can tap into more of your energy and your situation and even give you clearer guidance, please do check out the description box for my email. I'd be happy to read for you. It has been an absolute pleasure reading for you, pile 3. I wish you many, many blessings, lots of love, and may you always walk your highest path and your divine path. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 4. This is your reading if you chose silver as your color or the wren bird key. I just saw this now. If you can see that it says wren bird. I did not know that my surname is the surname of a bird. So this is quite interesting. I'm going to channel some messages around this key and your object. These are your oracle cards, which we're going to use for guidance at the end of the reading. We're going to first work with your tarot. We're going to use this deck, and we're going to look at your person's thoughts in this no contact situation, their feelings, their intentions, and then their actions within the next 3 weeks. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am so excited to have you here. At the Priestess Sophia, the mission is for you to follow your highest guidance, which is your intuition. And so in these readings, I always set the intention for you to be able to check in with yourself and feel what resonates, what doesn't resonate, so that you can learn your own discernment and learn how to work with your intuition and use it to help you make decisions that are the best for your soul and for your human, right? So you can live on your highest divine path. That's the point of this channel. I do love giving private readings. It's a blessing for me, and I would love to give you a private reading. And if you would be keen on having that, do check out my email in the description box. So what is, oh yes, and the other thing is, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Please do help grow this channel and its mission around being able to listen to your highest guidance. Great. So what is your person thinking in this no contact situation, pile 4? What is your person thinking? I am going to channel the messages around the key now. Just give me a moment to first draw some cards for you. Okay, so that's what your person is thinking. So I feel that the people that have chosen this I feel very grounded people. And I'm finding that I'm wanting to take things a lot slower and in a very measured way. But I feel that you are also moving into a new phase of your life. And you might even be moving house, moving location, needing to travel, but it's definitely a lot of movement. So you've been grounded, been in one space for a very long time. You are a grounded individual, but now you're being asked to broaden your horizons. Broaden your horizons. Maybe you need to travel a little bit. Maybe you do. If you're feeling like you need to move, then move. And that could just be moving your body, maybe going for a run, dancing, but also moving location. I wouldn't usually tell everyone that, but if that is resonating with you specifically, pile 4, yeah, then it's time to open a new door. I do feel if you need to move jobs, like some sort of movement needs to happen, an opening and unlocking of something, and that will open and unlock something new in you. So silver is also an exceptionally good color for clearing the aura and working with feminine energy. So that's also why I feel really grounded in being who I am. It's almost, I'm very comfortable in my femininity, my sexuality, and that's whether you're male or female, doesn't really matter. And whoever you are, pile 4, I do feel that I'm almost feeling like in my left hip that there's an unlocking happening in that space. So maybe moving your hips will be really helpful for you. Maybe there's some older trauma sitting in there that's going to unlock some intuitive insights and understanding. Okay, so we've got Justice, we've got 4 of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is what your person is thinking. So is this upright? Yes. Reversed? No, this needs to be reversed. And Queen of Swords, upright or reversed? Upright. Your person's very logical. And now that we're in the mental space, they're even more logical. But they want to be fair, which is also probably why I was feeling that kind of grounded energy. I do feel that there may have been some words that you spoke, pile 4, to this person, which was really around a boundary or a standard that you were expecting in a relationship, and this person was offended by it. But not because they're immature or anything like that. I just think it maybe hit on a little bit of a soft spot for them. And they could have a tendency to be a little bit sullen when they don't get their way, or when someone communicates something to them that makes them, that hurts them or bruises their ego a little bit. But I don't think this is an immature person. I think this is a very logical person who wants to be fair and clear around things. So when it comes to the thinking space, I think what they're realizing is whatever sort of disappointment or sullenness or reaction that they had to something that you communicated to them around either a standard, a boundary, or what it is that you wanted or were expecting in the relationship, they have now come to understand that that was actually a really fair expectation, and that you were not, that it was not unfair of you to say that at all. So I think that is really where their mind is. I also think they're really looking at objectively at what has transpired between the two of you. And they are thinking really from so there's the understanding of a boundary that you've communicated, but then there's also a looking forward to the future in terms of, okay, how can we do this in a way that makes sense to both of us, in a way that makes sense to what it is that I envision for myself in the future. And I do think because of this Justice card, I am seeing that they are trying to be fair in their way, and I don't just think it's about them. I actually do think they're thinking about you too in their considerations. Yeah, that's what I'm getting in terms of them feeling. Is there anything else coming through? No, that's it. Okay, so how are they feeling in terms of this no contact situation? What is it that they're feeling powerful? Ooh, that came out first. Okay, so this is a person who's not just logical, they're resistant to their feelings. So they're feeling a little bit trapped, which is maybe why they're sticking with logic. Okay, so we have Ace of Wands in the middle, and we've got uprights, reversed, uprights. Okay, yeah, so okay, so we spoke about you might have communicated a boundary. We've got Seven of Wands, which kind of confirms that, and then kind of getting sullen about that, and then feeling sort of trapped. So I do feel that this relationship may have a lot of boundary issues, and lots of boundary work needs to happen in this relationship. That might be the nature of this relationship. I feel one of you in this connection is possibly better at boundaries. The other one is not. I feel that this person might also want to be in your space quite a bit, and I'm almost feeling like the no contact situation was as a result of you being a little bit like, dude, I need space, man. So whoever you are, pile 4, I feel like that your person might have been a bit slighted by that. But it is a perception thing. So the fact that they feel kind of trapped around that, because we do have this 8 of Swords over here, and then we have 7 of Wands, which is kind of like a defensive sort of energy. But in the middle, we've got Ace of Wands, which is, I feel like this person is wanting to come forward. They feel like they want to come forward with something new. I feel like they want to try again, but it's in reversed. It needs to be in reverse. And the reason I think that is because they're feeling trapped, and they're feeling defensive, and they're feeling blocked off from you. And maybe this is not for everyone, but for some of you, maybe the way that the boundary was communicated was in a way that their experience was kind of harsh. And maybe I think that they may be a little bit more sensitive than they are showing you, and that is why they feel the way that they do. Also, I do think that this person is not used to so if that's not the situation, they could, or it could be both of these things, that they're also not used to people communicating their boundaries to them. And I think they're kind of used to kind of getting their way, which is what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Swords, particularly, like kind of dictating to other people what it is that they want. So now I think they're trying to take a logical approach and trying to look at things from a logical perspective. And I do feel like they've reached conclusions around that. But there's still some sort of emotional, like, I don't feel like I can move out of this yet. I still feel sort of stuck. I am still feeling defensive. And we don't have any cups energy here. So because I was feeling that they're extremely logical, I do think they could be resisting feeling what they want to feel. And I feel that this person may actually feel exceptionally passionate about you. And I do feel like this may be a little bit of a newer connection as well for some reason. It's not older than 3 months. So I do think that that is a big possibility too. Doesn't have to apply to everyone. But there is definitely a possibility that that is what the situation could be. All right. What else do I feel that your person is feeling? Yeah, so there is some sort of defensiveness around. Defensiveness is coming through strongly. And feeling like I can't move. Feeling like I can't move the way that I want to move, which was interesting with this key because moving came quite a bit. So another thing that's coming through very strongly is that I wonder if you and your person have just also moved in together, and there's a situation around the living arrangements and where's my space, where's your space in our space, in our relationships. It's just interesting because this is a very specific message. But I do feel that that's a possibility. And now your person might be giving you a little bit of the silent treatment. But I feel it's because they don't feel like they have their own space within the living environment that you have. They might feel like you're taking over all of it and you're taking up so much space. And that could also be on a metaphorical level where they might feel like you're taking up a lot of space in the relationship and they don't have space. You know, There may also be some codependency issues that are coming up here, specifically from your person. I feel like that may have been a pattern for you in the past, but it is no longer. I feel like it is more coming from your person. Okay, so that is how they're feeling. What are the intentions? What is Pile 4's person's intentions? Okay. Yeah, so I know I said that this feels like a newer connection, but it's weird. It's almost like it's either really new or it feels like longer term. And if there's a newness to it, it's because you've just entered a new phase in this relationship. You know, so that's where this newness is coming up. Okay, what is Pile 4's person's intentions towards them? Okay, what is Pile 4's person's intentions? Yeah, definitely about kind of living arrangements. And okay, so we have 2 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and 4 of Wands in reversed. Okay, so upright or reversed? Upright, upright or reversed? Upright, upright or reversed? Upright. Okay, so interesting. We're talking a lot about like newness, but also phases within a relationship, like moving into a new, possibly relationship phase. I just want to bring that up here. And I feel that that's kind of what your person wants to do. So this new action that's coming through here, when I look at it and I look at this together, I feel as though because this person is looking sort of long term, I feel this person may, I want to say, it's weird. This is not for everybody, but this person may want to propose. If they don't want to propose, they may want to move in. They may want to take things to the next level. If you're thinking about moving and you are wanting to move, this person may actually want to travel and move with you and be with you and be in. And I feel like the moving might actually really be long distance. And I feel like those are the intentions. I feel this person wants to make... Yeah, I feel this person wants to... I don't want to say make this more solid, but it is sort of like that. And that's why it's interesting. It feels like a newer connection. So it's like 3-6 months. But ideas of moving in, I would think, come in like after a year. But you know, people all have different time frames. It's sort of wanting, someone feels like things are moving too fast, or I don't want to say moving too fast. They have a clear idea of how they want things to be and when it must happen, a proper time frame. Yeah, that's the thing, where someone else is like, but we feel this way. I feel passionately about you. Why can't we just move in the direction that we want to move? And I feel you might be the one who's a bit more with the boundaries, and your person's a little bit, but why not? And I feel that their intentions are to move things forward. That's what it feels like. I just want to clarify this 2 of Swords energy that we've got here. So I feel that they're feeling off you too. Yeah, that's what it is. So they want, the intention is to move things forward. And maybe that's the thing. You're not really seeing that. It's sort of they're watching you. They're watching how things play out. They're giving things time. But they actually want to make things a little bit more... they may even be like want to take you on a trip somewhere. You know, take you on a trip, go and travel with you. But they're not being upfront and communicating that to you. They may be like holding it to themselves, you know. And I think they're observing. The intention is to observe and see. But so the intention is to observe, but I also have this intention of wanting to move things forward, making things more official. I hope that makes sense, Pile 4. Please comment in the Please leave me a comment and let me know if that makes sense. Okay, now we're going to ask, what are the actions within the next 3 weeks? Okay, so we've got Queen of Wands coming out. Very slowly, but very assuredly. What are their actions within the next 3 weeks? Okay, there we got the Ace of Cups and we got Ace of Wands as well. This Magician. Okay, I want to see what this Queen of Wands is about. Okay. So I've had like 2 different stories that's going on here. When I saw this, so we're talking about what are the intentions. I do feel this person is observing you and going off very much how you respond and what you say, and keeping what they feel and want to say and what they're thinking very much to themselves. That's your person. Also being very logical. So like watching you and then making a decision based off of that. Watching you, making a decision based off that. So I do feel that they are going to do even a little bit more of that. But I also feel that, and that's what the actions are going to be, that I want to almost say that this person can be a bit selfish. I feel that your person has a and I see it, I'm seeing it here. Because I see 3 of Pentacles and I see the Fool wanting to do what the Fool wants. And the King of Pentacles, which is like what I want to manifest, what I want to bring in. And then we've got the Magician here. And I feel the Magician can also be a bit of a trickster, a bit deceptive. And I don't think your person is necessarily deceptive, but we do have, they just keep things, I don't want to even say hide things, but they don't reveal things. And I feel like the actions that your person is going to take is going to be very much of what they observe you to do and how that fits into their picture, and then go based off on the feelings that they get from that and then move forward in that space. And I feel for some of you that there may be someone else that is involved in the situation, because I see 2 queens. And I feel, that's why I said I feel like it's a bit of a newer read, and this could be a completely different scenario for other people, is that there may be another person in the situation that your person is also watching. And he or she, so whether you're male or female, I know saying male or female is such a terrible way to refer to people, so let's rather go. Whether you identify as a man or a woman, or as a masculine or feminine, doesn't matter, but there are 2 people that your person is busy looking at and busy watching based off on how those 2 sort of people behave. I think your person wants I almost feel a bit more serious about you than the other. If this is your situation, remember this doesn't apply to everyone, but I do feel that there is another person that they're watching, and they're going to make decisions based off on how do the people that they're watching take decisions and make decisions that are in alignment with what they want for themselves. That is what's going on. If there is no other person that you are aware about, this person is still going to be watching you and watching how you make decisions, and based off how you make decisions, they are then going to proceed. I feel like there's a desire for some new energy in this connection, but it's not really 100% being acted on. Your person especially desires some new energy, wants to feel new, wants to bring in something new. But your person isn't 100% sure how to do that, which is why they're being very observant. Do I think that they're going to contact you? Yeah, I think within 3 weeks, I think they will actually contact you. I think they may actually contact you on social media before they contact you online. That's actually what I get, the feeling that I get. They'll contact you on social media. And I think they're watching you on social media too. I think people who also may be with this pile may have like very active social media accounts and look great on their social media accounts. Very free kind of person. I also feel that for some of you that this person might be concerned that you may have other interest, which is why they're also not taking action. So this person is observing a lot of the pieces of the puzzle and is going to make a decision based off that. But generally, I feel going to watch you and going to make a decision then based off on that. Very likely, if they contact you, which I do feel is going to happen, they're going to contact you via social media. This person does want to make some sort of an offer, but as the energy stands right now, and remember, it could change, this person hasn't 100% made up their mind yet. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, Pile 4. Let's see what your advice is saying. Okay. So you've got time to play. Make time to dance and play. So that would be your mantra. Make time to dance and play. So that's your advice. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got 40. That's interesting. This is the... I want to read this card. I haven't read other people's, but I'm going to read yours because I just feel like I need judgment, higher self. Okay, I see what's going on here. And attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Gaia, Earth. Okay. So I'm feeling self-care is needed here. And I feel like self-care for you, Pile 4, is definitely being out in nature, smelling the flowers, and having a little bit of pleasure with the self, however that resonates with you. You know what I'm talking about. But also like however that resonates with you, for real, whichever way is going to actually bring you into a little bit more of a light-hearted, playful mood, and make sure your needs are met. A red head may also be very significant in this connection. A red head. You will know why that is important. And if it is, let me know in the comment section. I really do, because she's got red hair. She's kind of got red hair. I'm seeing red hair here with her. She's got red hair. So a red head is very significant in this connection. So number 40, I feel like this card is very important. We were talking about stepping into some sort of movement. So it's Om. The meaning of this card is twofold. Firstly, it's calling for more time in meditation and prayer. Energetically, you are needing some time alone with yourself in your inner space. Yeah. Through meditation, you are able to connect more deeply with your higher self. We've got higher self over here. And your guides. Energetically, this is vital for you. Secondly, this card calls you to focus on the power of your voice to facilitate the opening of your throat chakra. This vocal expression, whether through chant, prayer, or even singing, is important for you right now. And this card's also blue, right? Blue. You may find a message for you in pile 3 as well, pile 4. Especially in the beginning of the reading, there may be another message for you in that. I'm going to read the message from this from this deck, which is the Goddess Power Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. Love her decks. Also love. Well, I haven't gotten myself an Elena Fairchild deck yet, but I envision myself with many of them, and I feel they're going to serve me very well. If anyone wants to gift me one of those, you are more than welcome to. out my description box. So pile 4. I feel like I just want to be quiet for a bit. Like I want to go sit outside in nature. And I just want to be quiet. I know we spoke a lot about boundary issues in this relationship. And I feel that is also maybe why you needed space. Maybe you also needed to say, you're too much in my space. And it could even be that this person just wasn't respecting you. And I feel that's what you need. It's like you need to come back to that and allow yourself to really be clear on like what matters to you. I feel like you're really looking at the situation quite harshly, which is what your person, I sense, is also doing. But I feel like might even have been judging yourself harshly for how you acted in this. And I don't think you did anything wrong. I feel like you might be taking what's going on here. I almost want to say, I feel like you might be taking it a little too seriously. And I sense that that's because you've been hurt in the past, and you will understand what I mean around that. So let it make sense in your situation. But I feel like you might be taking it too seriously, judging yourself too harshly, judging yourself more harshly than this person. I feel that this person has been, I don't want to say deceptive, but hidden things from you and hasn't been really clear. That's not of any fault of your own. That's the way that they function. I don't think that this person is a bad person, but I do think for your own good, you have to ask yourself if this is the type of person that you necessarily want to be dealing with. And if so, because we've got the card here, you need to speak out what that is that you're expecting more. Maybe you haven't communicated your boundaries enough, and I do feel that that's very important for you to do in this space and communicate your standards in this space. I do think there'll be an opportunity for that to happen. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen within the next 3 weeks, but when this person maybe contacts you on social media, don't be afraid to also take initiative and say what it is that you want. But I'm not 100% convinced that you even know what that is. So that's why I feel that you're being guided. Your highest guidance is getting back to a bit of a sense of play, being by yourself and going out in nature. Best thing you can do, you remember that movement, that freedom, that bird, go and take a trip, a solo trip by yourself, where you're just by yourself. There'll be a lot of healing that will come out of that, and it will give you a lot of clarity on this situation. Okay, go somewhere beautiful, to the beach, to the forest, where there are lots of birds, because also with this card, I'm seeing lots of birds around here. So birds may be a very strong symbol for you in this relationship as well. And that's spirit, your guides, your soul coming through with guidance for you on this connection. And not just this connection in terms of what's going to happen with you and this person, but what's also going to be the best for you and this person. I'm also feeling that as I'm hearing the welding go on next door, that I have to speak over the noise of someone else. And I feel that you may have had to do that quite a bit, and that's not fair. So I feel if there has been some sort of shouting energy that you've had to deal with and fighting, like cross words between you and your person, or someone else that has maybe had lots of opinions about this relationship, you need to get away and just be by yourself and come back to yourself through play and solitude, so you can figure out what it is that you need to figure out. I'm going to read the alignment message in this book. So from this deck, so this, the Goddess Power Oracle Guidebook, this deck, the messages either come up upright or reversed, and when they're reversed, it's usually when you're out of alignment with the god, the energy of the particular goddess. I feel that putting your hands in the earth might also very strongly benefit you, Pile 4. Just connecting with the earth, literally with your hands, putting them in the earth. Okay, so we've got Gaia, earth. Being grounded, slowing down, and remaining present in your body is the message the Greek goddess Gaia has for you right now. Perhaps you've spent too much time in your head lately and have not taken as good care of yourself as you would have liked. So self-care, remember, came through with that. That was the first thing I said when we said guidance. Get into a rhythm. Make sure you get enough sleep. Commit to spending more time in nature and eat sustainably with conscious awareness. Gaia, the earth, mother of all life, invites you to pay attention to your body, for you are a creature of the earth as well as spirit. You are part of this living earth, which is the foundation for all of life that has a physical form. What form does your life take? This is the perfect time to take a closer look to ensure you're happy with it. You are also asked to examine the foundation of what you are building now. Does it feel solid and stable? Now is the perfect time to focus on stability and security, ensuring you move forward in a grounded way. Wow, we spoke a lot about grounding, right? So traveling to get grounded. So traveling to a space, connecting with a beautiful healing earth energy of Gaia in a way to get grounded. The goddess Gaia reminds you that the earth is the playground for conscious manifestation. So be respectful of this truth. That's a very beautiful message for you, Pile 4. I don't really have anything else I would like to add, except trust your own judgment too. Don't let other people's words get into your head. And that's where the solitude is going to help you. It's your life. Remember, it's your life. All right, beautiful, powerful. It's been such a pleasure doing this reading for you. I have been feeling very privileged. Please, if you haven't yet, like and subscribe. Comment your story in the comment section. I'd like to know how this resonated for you, which message stood out. Remember, the more that you engage with the channel, the more it is easier, the easier it is for me to do readings that resonate more with you and what's going on in your life. If you'd like a personal reading, check out my description box. And I shall see you in the next reading, Pile 4. Bye.